Alright, we're here right now, Masia in Jamaica at Bob Marley's studio and doing an interview for Fiona Bloom's Efficacy. Check that out. And recently I was in Asia, so I managed to interview some people out there. And here in Kingston, Jamaica, we're going to do a few interviews with and show you faces of people out here as well. Alright, so here is Masia Efficacy interview. See you guys soon in Atlanta. But right now we're in Yad in Kingston, Jamaica. Bam bam. The biggest highlight of my career so far was working with RZA, because when I was an 8-year-old girl in Singapore, discovering Public Enemy for the first time, I never in a million years would think that I would end up working with my favorite Wu-Tang member, and I did when I was in LA, so that was a real blessing. And also working in Bob Marley's studio, because that's another inspiration. So working in Tough Gong and working with RZA are huge musical highlights for me. But in terms of a general life highlight, it's coming back to Southeast Asia, doing the tour that I just did from Singapore to Malaysia to Thailand to Philippines, and kind of bringing back all my music and life experience back right here to Southeast Asia. Peter Tosh or Bob Marley, I have to say. Definitely got to big up the Mighty Miscellaneous crew in the Philippines. Met them in Singapore, did a show with them, went to the Philippines, and I think it's really dope when I watch them perform and when I hear their music. It reminds me that hip-hop is such an international culture now. So big up Mighty Miscellaneous crew in the Philippines.
What inspires you?
People inspire me, life, travel. I've been blessed to be able to travel all around the world and do this music thing, so definitely travel, seeing the different faces. Even right here in Singapore, you see so many cultures and so many people, including the people staring at us right now. And so definitely life, people, kids inspire me because there's an innocence, and kids have not lost their imagination yet, which I think is a key to the pursuit of happiness in life. That's right. Hip Simon. If I could do a campaign for any brand, it'd be a bank. Bank, son. Chang chang. But I would basically pull a Robin Hood and take their money and use it for good. Put it toward arts education. Put it toward helping independent artists get their message and their music out there. So a bank. Other than that, I would be sponsored by my own brand, Rebecca, which is a Malay word for independence and freedom. And I also rock my Singapore new era cap. You can now get it. Flying colors every day, all day. Another interesting thing is that here in Jamaica, even the time is sponsored. Every time they tell you the time, they'll say sponsored by Pepsi or sponsored by True Juice or whatever it is. So even time is sponsored nowadays. So everyone that thinks it's selling out to be sponsored, just think about it and divert that money toward good. So right now, we are at Irie FM in Ocho Rios, dropping off some music, dropping off Alright Okay to the people out here. So it's an international thing. Alright.
At what point do you realize that there was no turning back?
I think the point of no return would be when I released it the second time, and I got offered a lot of money, cash on the table to rap in a bikini. And I just got out of university at the time. I was eating toothpaste sandwiches. I was just broke. I was like, whoa, dude. And I turned down the money and said, no, I'm in this because I'm bigger than money. I'm in it for the music, and I come with a bigger message than just the money you offer me to swag out in the bikini. And that's what I knew. 2004, son, 2004. OG in this. Hey.
How spicy do you like your food?
If it doesn't win, then they
I like
can
my
easily move
food
it again.
spicy by North American
After
standards,
Jack, it was moved to Miami.
but not spicy by Singaporean standards.
But who would be responsible?
I like mango in Jamaica more.
No. No, Captain.
Good.
What's a suit? I don't know what a suit is. When I think of a lens, what do I think of? Strange question. I think of the moon for some reason. I guess I see the moon as this like all-seeing eye. I just think of the moon. And right now it is the Moon Festival in Singapore, and and there's moon cake everywhere, which is grossly overpriced. And yeah, all seeing Eye of the Moon. Number one would be my laptop, because that would include my entire record collection digitally, so I'll have all my music on there. So my laptop. Number two, a paintbrush and canvas. That gets me one, right? So that, you know, if I start going crazy, I can at least paint and draw all the crazy things in my brain. And the third thing would be a boat. Because you can't hold me down, I need to travel. So even though I was on a deserted island, I bring a boat and just roll out when I feel to, you know?
What's your favorite social app? What's your favorite mobile app?
How was H&M?
Oh, good.
It was good? People are all about the Angry Birds. Dude, Angry Birds ain't got nothing on Fruit Ninja. Fruit Ninja, son, combinations. Combinations all day. Watermelons, bananas, kiwis. Fruit Ninja, that's the app.
আপনি ফটো উঠান আমার আমি ফটো খুব ভালোবাসি
It'd probably be Bahasa Indonesia, which is Indonesian, or Tagalog, Filipino. Because I just feel those languages just sound really good in a flow, in a hip-hop flow.
This is DJ Sham asking you what's your favorite word?
You say it. What's your favorite word? You say it. What's your favorite word? Sick.
Alright. My favorite word would be merdeka. Merdeka is the Malay word for freedom and independence. And in this life, you can never forget that independence and freedom is key in order to be human and to enjoy life. Freedom. Freedom, not fines.
If you have $1 million, what you would do with it? Tell me. And she must have blade. Rolling my brave and I'm afraid. Ding ling 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 ling.
I'd buy land. A place in Toronto, a place in Singapore, a place in the Philippines, and a place in Jamaica. 4. We're here in beautiful Port Antonio. Just got to open a Lady Saw show last night, which was a dream come true, so feeling pretty good on this Sunday morning here in Jamaica. Anyways, if I could go back in time to meet somebody, I'd meet Joan of Arc or somebody like her and just ask her how she kept going even when all the odds seemed stacked against her. And even in a really dark time, how she figured a way out of it, or how she found the inspiration to keep going. Be independent, learn what you need to be independent and self-sufficient. So that's either learning the business, learning how to read a contract, doing your own graphic design, doing your own music videos, finding people that will, being resourceful. And other than that, on the more artist side of things, it's traveling, taking the time to take in a culture, taking the time to yourself to meditate. Never lose hope, and always remember you're doing music because you love it, and that you're having fun with it, not because you really have something to prove to the world. And yeah, and no better place to answer this question than right here in Port Antonio. It's gorgeous. It's Portland, Jamaica. Check it out. Check out the view. If my life was a movie or a memoir, what would it be called? I don't know, man. As a joke, my friends always say, yes, Miss Chin is the name of your movie, but otherwise, I don't know, something hippie-like, something about country and land and life, and maybe Masia one, lover of life, purveyor of art. That's it. Alright, check it out. Kingston at sunset. Okay, Bashi people in the house.
All the cops in the donut shop today. All the cops and the robbers come to play. Can I come out and play? All the cops in the donut shop.